Record mic. It's recording mic. Okay, making sure. Jade, are you ready for the most fun that this mod has to offer?
Yeah! Hey!
Error 404, character not found. But, hello and welcome back to another episode of Doki Literature Club Modded, and today, disclaimer warning, you know the drill by now. I'm not even going to go
Not
into
for easily
detail.
disturbed, not for the curse warning, gore warning, yeah.
Really?
Not for children.
Not for
Okay.
children, swearing warning, and
Already
microphone
said
warning,
that.
but
Headphone warning.
I see a petite girl running towards me from the distance, shouting like no one else could ever be able to hear. This girl's name is Natsuki. My neighbor, my classmate from... a girl I met not so long ago near the entrance of the high school. She was reading a history textbook and I grabbed my attention since I was the same issue I was trying to buy but couldn't. I thought she was going to reject me as if I were being too pushy, but it turns out that she really likes to talk about history textbooks and anime too. When we started meeting for some reason, became friends of sorts. She also lives near my house, which is why she's here in the first place.
Oh, Lord. Hey, it's nice to make a lady run, you know.
Hey, it's not nice to make a friend wait, you know.
It is if you were... Who are you speaking of?
It might seem like we're fighting, but actually this is just the way we treat each other. It's like this since I met her, and honestly I think it's a nice thing to be. What was it today? Did you oversleep or something?
Hey, it's none of your business.
Oh, I know. You have to go to the bathroom just before you left.
Huh? What if I did?
Sorry, I didn't expect me to actually guess correctly. This is the face! The one that wasn't in the actual game!
No need to apologize, but I'm not going to work here now. It's not going to work here now.
I think I've done it this time. I shouldn't think of something to fix this. Natsuki burst out laughing, revealing her master plan. I was completely worried there. All she wanted from me is to get some amusement. This girl.
What's with that face? It's ugly. It was partially your fault, wasn't it? What you said was actually true.
That, she does have a point there.
Anyways, I just had to eat for breakfast. Eat more. Just have something more to eat for breakfast than usual. That's all. You could have left without me too, me. Unless you secretly love me, that is.
I pushed Natsuki back softly, reclaiming my personal space once again. Shh, a slight push. She just flies across the street. I don't want to admit it, but she does have a point. I do enjoy her around, and she's basically the only friend I have. Yeah, because the other two are gone, damn it! That's why I would like this to go on for much longer. But from time to time, she puts some of these landmines on the road. Wouldn't step on one of those. Yeah, the Sari landmines. You know, you could have do this kind of stuff to someone unless you really like them.
Wait, she said that to us before.
Yeah.
Still. Whatever, let's just go. We'll be late at this rate. Hey, that's
Natsuki walks by me, and I decide to follow her in silence. Which she breaks not long after by talking about some history textbooks she's been reading recently. The school day is just ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. Pack up my things and stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Sigh. I honestly don't know what to do now that all my classes are over. I mean, I could just hang out with Natsuki, but I don't think I should rely on her so much. What if she's busy one day?
Me?
Kind of familiar voice reaches my ear. When I look, it's the girl I can't completely remember looking at me. Oh my god, Monica? I'm glad you still remember my name. Of course, she was in a few of my classes a year ago. I think she was the class delegate. The class delegate that very year? We only exchange a little piece of conversation, mainly stuff related to the school. But even if I do something strange while thinking about it, my head tells me about it. I omit the last part, of course. Of course, that's very nice of you, remembering all the things that we haven't talked in ages. Yeah, you were quite remarkable back then, taking care of the entire class by yourself. It takes courage to do so, as if I can only talk to little people I don't know. I don't think that's a big of an achievement. In fact, I do recall it was your very fault I was chosen to be delegate in the first place. Oh yeah, that did happen. When we were choosing who would be delegate, we had a tie between Monica and another classmate. I was sick at home during the vote, so I had the final vote. Just Monica out of luck, mostly since I knew neither her nor the other candidate. Anyway, me, I've been searching for people around, so this is kind of a nice situation. How so? Have you joined a club yet? Club? To be honest, I haven't considered that idea in the slightest. A club, huh? You'd be nice. You make things a little more interesting, to be fair. Anyway, I answer Monica. No, I haven't joined any clubs yet. Why? Great! Turns out I'm starting a new club, you know. I should know where we met, or what we will be doing, but I could use some help. Any ideas on what we could do? Actually, I always wanted to join a club where I spent a day reading and enjoying time with my friends. But I know that sounds kind of dull and budding, so I bet you'd have better ideas anyway. I never considered anything to be a book writer or anything, but I think I can give it a try. Oh, but before that, do you have any other members? No, not for now at least. Why? I should ask her to join too. She might enjoy both the place and the company. I'm pretty sure she's likely grown bored of me anytime soon. I can ask someone else to join, right? Well, of course. The only people we have, the better. But but is that your girlfriend or something? No. What makes you think that? Doesn't mean to intrude upon your relationship, but I just wanted to know what kind of person you would bring. Sorry. It's fine as long as there's history textbooks to read, so I guess a literature club would be fine in the first place. Jade, you're not talking, and it's not fun.
Well, it's not my turn yet.
Well, it doesn't matter. It makes me think I'm reading by myself with no input.
Whatever. I'm trying to listen.
Yeah. History textbook? Well, as long as they don't disturb the place, they'll be more than welcome.
Oh, I'm gonna disturb the place.
I'll go now. I need to prepare the stuff for tomorrow. So tomorrow after class, wait for me here, okay? Sure. Nice. New club. Monica leaves, humming a tune in a happy tone. And here I stand alone again. A club, huh? I bet I'm going to be the vice president.
Oh, Lord.
Ha! I replaced Sayori, I replaced Yuri. God. And I'll have to do things for the club, whatever I like it or not. I'll soon be a pain once the time comes, but I'm not sure I enjoy my time there. I can even spend more time with Natsuki if she agrees to join the club. I didn't even know this happened. There's a lot more coming in the next little bit.
A club? What?
Completely opposite to what I thought. Natsuki ends up shouting when I tell her about the club. Well, I met up with an old friend she asked me to.
And you agreed?
That's not all. I told her I was going to bring you to the club.
You did what?
Sarah did the same thing to me. Sarah did the same thing to me. Jade says, "Who's Sayori? It's that one girl, remember?" I'm sorry. I just thought it'd be a nice place for you to sit down and read some history textbooks together. Don't worry, though. I'll tell her tomorrow that you didn't like the idea and wait.
Her face. Wait. Let's not rush things for a bit.
Huh? What's wrong with her now? I can swear she was completely angry about all this.
Anyways, what's this club about?
It's actually a literature club of sorts. It's still not open, but tomorrow we'll choose a room and talk to the teacher about it.
Literature? How's that related to manga?
Oh my god! We're gonna tell her line! Making Plaid's confused as to what reasoning I used to make the connection there. Well, actually, I thought that since they're both books, they wouldn't mind us reading history textbooks instead. My friend seems to have agreed on that.
Well, as long as I can spend time reading history talks or somewhere nice, I guess I don't care. I'll join the club.
Yes, Natsuki joins the party. Yes, now we have me, Monica, and Natsuki, and now we can go take on the first boss.
What?
We just gotta make sure we're all level 10. Or that
What?
first boss will kill us.
What are you talking about?
I'm referencing every JRPG ever.
Oh. Oh, but
Natsuki left the party?
tomorrow I'm assigned to clean my class. I won't be able to come with you or talk to the
Oh,
teachers.
I've been assigned to clean my class. Oh, hey, look at that. Don't worry, I'll come pick you up there when you're finished.
Ah! That!
What's wrong about that?
Well, whatever happens, ignore anything my classmates would say. They really like to tease people, and I'm sure you'll be next if you go there.
Now that she says that, I don't recall a single time I went to her classroom previously. She has always been waiting for me near the front door whenever she had to do so. As for today, I sent a text asking her to come here to my classroom. Don't worry, I think I can handle a little joke here and there.
Don't say I didn't warn you, though. I will certainly not help you.
That's mean. You're supposed to be my backup, Natsuki.
You'll have to find 5 more balls for that wish to be granted, you know.
Dragon Ball Z reference!
Oh, I was thinking.
Yeah, I know
Wait.
exactly. That came into my head as I started saying Dragon Ball Z reference.
Oh.
We laugh, and as always, we leave the high school heading towards our homes. Damn it, Jade.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just all
Both of those were coming there, and they were both jokes that exact same thing. I don't care. Alone in my room, I leave all my belongings on the bed and sit on the desk chair. I randomly pick up a history textbook from my shelf over to the right, where I store all of Natsuki's books. For some reason or another, she always gives me every issue she buys. I won't complain, though. A present is a present, and it's not like I can't give them back. Just here, I've finished reading these. Now read them, and I put them in my hands or even in my bag, which over my standards I would never do. I have to love for my things, so I'd rather keep them even if I've already read them hundreds of times. Oh, but of course, I'll lend them to anyone willing to read them if they've read them already. What? Someone's at my door. Judging by the time, it can only be... Dun da da da! Monica! It's Natsuki, I know, but... Natsuki, of course.
Why, hey, what a long face. I even made some cookies.
She brought cookies? Are they cat cookies? Are they cookie cats? Really?
Of course. You wish.
God damn it, Natsuki. Now I'm hungry, thanks.
No problem. Now you know how I feel.
Damn.
What I did. What did I did do? What?
Oh, God. Yep,
Do is
here it comes.
5 ingredients to make some if you want. What I did do is buy. Oh, okay. Dot. But you're banned from the kitchen.
Why?
What do you mean by why? Because I don't want it to blow up again.
That's something I would do, too!
God, I still remember the shivers. Remember that day? What are you gonna do if I end up mad because of that trauma?
Well, take the responsibility.
Oh, that's new. How exactly?
By paying the amount needed to fix you.
A fraction of infinite is still infinite, you know. I'll take your millennia to scratch up the surface.
It'll take you millennia just to scratch the
It'll
surface.
take you millennia just to scratch up
Oh,
the
then I
surface.
guess I would spend the rest of my life in jail. What a bother.
Yeah, you stay there rotting while I see you die in your cell with my little eyes. God, Natsuki.
But I'll get to see you, right?
That'll be your reward for good behavior. What?
This
is
entire...
wrong with you?
I refuse.
Ah! I wanted to say that before you.
For first come, first served. Gosh. Oh well.
Gosh, I hate you so much right now. I'll make less cookies for you.
Oh wow. Oh god, no. Not the cookies. Not the cookies!
Then ask for my forgiveness on your knees, you pleb. This is something I would say.
This is a conversation I would actually have with Jade.
Yes,
Very.
God.
Oh god. I have my knees still looking at her. I don't know if she noticed, but I'm still over her shoulder, even on my knees. Oh good god, she's short or I'm freakishly tall. Over her Jesus. That's fun things to discover, but I think it's just keep it to myself for now.
Okay, my servant. You've proven to be worthy of the cookies of mine. Rejoice, young one! For your hunger shall be sated.
Yes, my lord. I'm heavily grateful to thee.
That's so great. Oh
This-
my lord.
We both burst into laughter after not being able to hold it back with her any longer. Being invited in, eventually she goes straight into the kitchen, puts her apron on, prepares some of the cookware she needs. Oh my god.
What? So which one do you prefer? With or without chocolate?
Huh. I prefer oatmeal raisin.
No!
I remember this conversation from last time.
I know it's nice for you to have chosen that since I'm going to use it anyway.
Haha. That leaves out.
That leaves at the need for a fake apology later.
You're supposed to hide that kind of stuff, you know.
Huh? I don't even think you're considered worth lying. I prefer not to. Nah, that's too cruel. If it helps, I would have respected the fact you wanted them without chocolate. Which doesn't mean I would have stopped myself from doing what I've done. I said I've done.
You realize this was still my house, right?
Not for much longer. I already conquered both your shelves and this kitchen. Next up is your stomach, so ready yourself.
You already did that the first time you brought cookies for me.
Gah! Really? I thought you were kind of burnt. I thought they were kind of burnt, and that's so well made, honestly. In fact, I bought them for you because they weren't that great. Not that they were any more than those, but...
I get the picture, don't worry. But I still think that was not very nice. Especially the ones that had salt.
What? Ah! Stop teasing me!
Ah, yes! Natsuki went back to the kitchen where she started baking the cookies. I laugh a little, although it's true that I like the salt on the cookies. Why would you put salt on cookies? Because she's so salty.
No, it's because, well, you do put salt in some
As
things.
for me, I banned from entering or touching anything in the kitchen, so I spend the rest of the time talking to her about history textbooks like what we do all of these months. You're not supposed to sneeze, Jade. Stop being sick.
I'm not sick, it's allergies. The cookies are ready.
You sneezed in the cookies, didn't you?
No.
Natsuki disappears behind the counter and takes the cookies out of the oven. You know, I wish you would come over more often.
And why is that?
Because every time you come, you make cookies.
Wow.
It
Just using me?
would be really happy life if I just eat homemade cookies every day, you know?
It would also be nice if you learned not to destroy the kitchen so you know how to actually work on making them instead of having a girl make them for you.
You can always teach me, you know?
Ha, you wish.
Natsuki is a really good cook. She's been cooking for herself since she was in school. Not because she has any problems, as far as I know. She enjoyed it as a hobby,
Yeah.
and since most of the recipes need some waiting time, she has time to read.
Oh, by the way, have you finished the manga I left here last time?
I was going to read it today, then this happened.
Then why don't you go get it and read it for now? Gosh, stop talking to me. I need these cookies there. I'll that you enjoyed even more.
Not going to argue that. Yeah, I'm tired. Where is it? Hello?
Hi.
Oh, here it is. I grab volume number 53 and take it downstairs with me. Wait, my house is 2 stories?
Yeah.
Huh.
How did you not notice that?
Because it never said that I went upstairs whenever I go
Yeah.
into my house.
Yeah, I did.
There you go.
I go downstairs to get a pitcher of water for Yuri.
Oh.
Hello.
Oh.
The cookies are already on the table, so let's sit down and read.
What? Are you going to read with me?
Of course.
Why?
Well, because I haven't bought the new issue yet, so I haven't read anything, so I can't read anything new. But I only read that one once, so maybe I'll find something. I didn't this time. You can also say I like to read in tandem, tandem more.
Didn't give me that impression today when I talked about the club, you know.
I'm just selected with 2 who I'm willing to read with. You should be honored you're one of them, in fact.
My humble apologies, my lord.
As long as you understand.
I sit down and open the issue. Then I start reading from the first page. Hello? Oh my god.
Look at her.
She moves.
She's crossing her arms, huh? Ah. Hey. Hey.
Much, much. Huh. When did I? How did I? I have a cookie in my mouth before I knew it. Oh my god, I'm just like Yuri. But both of my hands were busy with the book, so how did I? Unless. Did you really?
Take you long enough to find out. You're sure spaced out when you're reading.
Yeah, kind of. Well, what about the cookies? I would rate them 11 out of 10.
Hey! I'll accept perfection, you know. Don't accept being more perfect than that either.
Well, aren't we a little too picky?
Picky, huh?
Natsuki retreats a little and grabs it from the kitchen counter.
There!
Next thing I know, I feel something stinky on my face.
Sticky.
Sticky.
Ha ha ha. You like something taken out of Urichi manga history textbooks. Ha ha ha.
Why you?
Oh god.
Clearly stand up, leaving the volume on the table. Natsuki tries to run, but there's nothing to run in that small kitchen. So I catch her with no effort whatsoever.
Oh.
You're mine. I'm going to put this cookie topping all over your face and laugh to myself.
No, wait. You're my minion. What are you even trying? Should I consider this your official revolution, you filthy pleb?
Consider it a war riot, if you will. I'm finally free of the country from your tyranny, my lord.
Go ahead if you can.
Suki struggles. She's trying to break free from my grips, but it's too much for her. But thanks to that, I can't get to the dough, so I guess she wins this time too. I can't let her go free just for that, though.
So what are you going to hold me against for the wall forever?
Well, I'll outstarve you. I'm not malnourished.
I personally don't mind having a perfect view of the dough I placed on your face from here. In fact, let me offer something to you. If you lick my feet, I'll go far as to forget that pitiful revolution. How does that sound?
Feet, huh? I don't think I can lick your feet from this position. What I can do, though, I slowly move my face towards Natsuki.
What? Wait.
So one, make sure to avoid me. I lick the dough off her fingers. It was sweet, almost like the cookie itself, just with the distinct taste all raw sweets have.
What was that for?
Payback. Natsuki suddenly kicks my leg and takes advantage of the act to break free. Jesus!
Served you right.
Natsuki runs past me and disappears behind the door. Wait! I run behind her, and we end up playing the strangest game of tag I've ever played.
Oh, Lord. Well, then I'm leaving.
Not so long after we stop playing tag, we sit down and read the issue to the end while eating the cookies Natsuki made. Finishing, she stands up and says she has to leave, so I walk her out.
I really wish I could stay longer, but I have to finish homework, so...
Next time, bring a tear.
So you can copy them?
Yes.
No thanks.
Damn, she saw right through me. I mean, we could go to the same class, but we are in the same grade, so our subjects are almost identical. See, we're both 18. Which is why I prefer to have her help me finish it.
Anyways, go get it done, lazy. I don't want you to be labeled as a lazy person just because I'm with you.
Okay, Mom.
See you tomorrow then.
Natsuki walks in, leaving me in my home alone. I guess it's time to finish homework, isn't it?
Homework, huh?
Oh, I thought I'd bring up a poem. So, Jade, what'd you think of the first day of Natsuki?
Amazing.
See, I knew nothing about this day. I actually thought it was the other day coming. I want to say now that there's at least 2 days. I know there's at least 2 days, but I want to say there might be a third day of Natsuki.
Yay.
There's a lot of things Natsuki does. Like, I think Natsuki is the longest part. Maybe Monica might be longer. But do you have any closing thoughts to that point?
What a fun day.
What a fun day. With all of the cookies and everything. Unlike the cupcakes from last time. But as the end of today's episode, we hope you all enjoyed, and goodbye.